It's another episode of Poker Time. We're 6-maxing it up here, and we're doing half Hold'em and half PLO. We are currently in a PLO section.
510 for PLO, 510.20 for the No Limit Hold'em.
Yep, these guys are playing some big pots. Dan Ross surprisingly short at only $770 and 5'8".
Ho ho ho! Big stinger to all you 5'8"ers out there.
Yeah.
Sorry to you.
Sorry to you. Jeremy with a great hand.
A fun PLO hand.
9876.
Could have used another club, but you know he'll take it.
Yeah. The other club mostly would only operate as a blocker.
Of course, but it's better.
It is better.
Stewart
Timmer with a real hand, though.
Stewart's got 2 Hold'em hands. Timmer's got a very real hand, yeah.
Yeah, you're right about
Double
Stewart.
suited aces.
Did Timmer just call with the double suited aces?
Yep.
What?
You don't know what you have till you see the flop. It's PLO.
Wow, with all those callers too, it really works to put in a very big.
Well, that's
a
a horrible flop for double suited aces.
Now, no one has a 10. In fact, aces are still ahead unless Dan Ross has it.
Yeah, but when you're 6 ways, you really don't think.
Of course.
Double suited aces are any good here.
Yeah. By the way, Jeremy now has got a lot of outs. Any 3, 6, 7, or 8 makes him a straight. No one else really has anything. There's a 3 for Jeremy. Unless Dan Ross has him beat, which seems unlikely.
More like Jarrett 3.
Nice. Clever.
Because that's the card.
Super clever. So, yeah, I'm really surprised Timmer did not raise up the double suited aces, potting it. Oh, Dan Ross decides to bet here. Jeremy.
He might have a full house.
He absolutely can. They probably have some chops here, too.
Jeremy has to just call.
Yeah, I mean, how are you going to get called by a worse hand if you raise? Also, you got people behind you who could be slow playing, unlikely, but not impossible. But Dan Ross could have just, rivered pocket 3s here and made a full house.
Easily.
Oh, wow.
Looks like a 10 and a 3, perhaps. I think there's a 10, a 10 and a 10 and something else to make a full house.
I expected him.
I don't know. I saw a 10 and an ace. That's all I could see. But Jeremy knew he had a straight.
He was awarded the pot.
Yes. Jeremy did not show his hand, but Jeremy knows he has a straight and would have only.
I don't think he would have called if he thought he had 8, 9 high.
No, I'm saying he also knows that if Dan
there it is. We just saw the hand real quick. I think it was quads.
Oh, it was quads. Well, that's the best hand then.
I can see why he didn't bet the flop. It was a pretty dry flop. Hard to get action there.
Yeah. It's possible that Timmer's saved himself a lot of money there by not raising pot there. I don't know what Dan had ace 10 10 X, so I don't know what
it
that.
was 3, so he might have folded.
Ace 10 10 3?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. It would have been a big raise, but.
Oh, sorry, Rachel. No whipped cream.
Oh. he's actually lactose intolerant.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway, this is the last hand of PLO, and then we're going to go back to some Hold'em.
Nobody's going to have double suited aces anymore for a little while.
Well, they can right now, Grant.
This hand.
And then after
But
6 hands, they can
Jeremy
again.
doesn't. He has single suited 7s, and he's going to let him go.
Well, actually, there's clubs. Seven deuce of clubs. So.
Did you hear what I said?
I heard it, but I didn't listen,
Yeah.
The words did get in there, but I wasn't really processing them because I wasn't choosing to process them. There's the pocket 3s that we're speculating Dan Ross having.
Now has the 2 Hold'em hands.
Yep. At least he's in the big blind.
Yep.
Closing the action. And there's a 3.
Hey, nice.
Ace 9. Whoa, Timmer.
Hey, same time.
Uh-oh. Rainbow board, too. It's going to... Can't check through.
Timmer also with some backdoors going on.
Indeed. Yeah, the 8 of hearts would be an interesting little card there for Timmer. Also for Dan Ross, by the way, who's got the Jack 10 of hearts.
Yep.
Wow, what a card that would be. So Stewie Younger's going to be the better here. We don't know what he has. He actually could have the best hand.
He could, but sets of aces and 9s are pretty heavily blocked here.
There's one combo set of aces, one combo of a set of 9s. That looks like a raise from Timmer.
He's raising top 2, 3 ways, not crazy.
And Dan Ross with the set of 3s. So he has made tight folds before. This would be
folding.
pretty tight. It's pretty tight.
I knew he was folding.
I mean, what are you beating? You're beating this hand. That's it, right?
Yep. It's a really dry board. It looks like you're beat. I understand the fold.
I mean, Timmer doesn't have draws there.
No, there's no. I mean, I guess there's wheel wraps.
No, there are, but I don't think Timmer's raising those.
Yeah, I don't think
and
so
I don't
either.
think. I think Dan Ross knows that Timmer isn't raising those. So now it's either ace nine or you're losing to a set. And when you're losing to a set, you're going to put in a crazy amount of money.
Yep.
And when you're losing to ace nine, you may not get any more money.
Right.
So that may be a good fold, but boy.
Boy, was he wrong.
151.
5, 10, 20. No one will
All right.
hold him. 2 cards. It's just like all those people who play mixed games always complain about. You hear it at the club all the time. I'm not used to playing these 2-card games.
Right.
Are you still pitching dealer? Ha!
That's been
I'm a special person. I play with 5 cards sometimes.
This has been a pet peeve of Grant Dennison's for at least 5 years.
Am I
He
wrong?
doesn't like when people say that.
Am I wrong to have that pet peeve?
You are, you're exhausting to have that pet peeve. I don't know
You're
if you're
exhausting
wrong.
to be a human.
That's a good comeback.
Thanks.
Quality stuff. Here's Dan Ross.
Here he is, still here.
He's boss.
Same seat. King 10 of diamonds.
Bossing it up.
He's a dealer.
Suited broadways.
Suited bribbage.
Kidding me.
What? You did?
I did not know this. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Wait,
No.
wait,
No, not
like blonde Angie?
Yeah, middle-aged, blonde.
You do. You just don't know the name. Yeah.
Formerly dating Sandy.
Danny has not been defending that much in these spots lately.
Not for Danny.
Yeah, Danny used to defend everything. Or almost like 7-4 off would be a clear call for him. But he had been folding. Oh, but here. Oh, I thought he had the queen deuce for a second.
10-6 suited.
Yeah, that feels like a clear call in position.
Yeah.
Probably even out of position. It's a pretty big whiff there.
Dan Ross just going to win this thing unless Danny decides to pull a Danny.
Yeah.
That's right. Dan continues.
Got tricked by Grimace too.
Danny looks like he wants to pull a Danny.
He does, doesn't he? He's thinking about raising. He can't be thinking about calling. In fact, every second he takes makes it more likely he's going to raise.
Is Dan Ross diffusing the Danny
like actually
by
friends with
joking
Angie.
around in the middle of the hand?
I think so.
Drinking whiskey?
Grimace too. That's
I
why
think so, and it looks like that may. Yep.
Yeah, I think he diffused the Danny. I think
look
that was like an
comfortable.
effective Danny diffusal.
I've certainly done that in my life. When you're bluffing, you're like, really talk it up.
Yeah.
Nothing bothers me. I don't care about a thing at all. Yeah.
I wasn't at the one that Grimace.
It's possible Dan Ross was just having
chatting.
fun and doesn't care. 'cause
But
it was
but
a
the
small
effect
pot.
was Danny diffusal.
It did seem like it. In fairness, Danny had absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but he looked like he wanted to do something with
I mean, he
it.
clearly
And he
was
was
thinking
gonna
about
win
it.
if he did.
We were playing.
I gotta believe a check raise was gonna work.
We were playing one set, and I was down 5 games match point. So literally the last point of the game. If I lose 0-5, like I hadn't won a game, I was down 0-5 match point, and I came back and won. I won every single, every single game, 6 games in a row, and he was just devastated.
This sounds like a really boring story.
Brag much, Jeremy?
I feel bored. I don't even know what it's about.
He's talking about tennis.
Yeah,
He was down 5-0 in tennis
talking about-
at match point and came back and won.
Oh God, who cares?
So it must have worked out for him.
Maybe if it was like, and if I lose, they kill all these children. Now that's a story,
And
Jeremy.
Rafa Nadal is going to open from the small blind. It looks like.
Oh, nice.
You know, because he's good on clay.
Oh, that actually. I forgot about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Tattoos, Colin?
75.
Not really.
I think Rafa Nadal is known for being good on clay.
Oh, I think that's true. Danny's 3-betting the ace-5 suited here. Jeremy in sort of a weird.
So what
Oh, he
happened?
just lets
I
it.
Yeah,
remember
you
the
gotta
bet, but I
fold.
don't
I
know
mean,
Well, Danny 3-betting is a guy.
you can just jam, I guess, but
Yeah, that's really your only option. Mostly you got to fold that hand. You're right.
Yeah.
Ace Jack gets a little tougher. Ace Queen feels
I
pretty
think you can
straightforward.
fold. I think you can jam Ace Jack. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
How far were they
It's
running?
Danny.
Yeah.
Freaking Danny.
Wait,
Freaking Danny, man.
The effect of Dan Ross diffusing the Danny on the previous hand is that he's lit the fuse for future Dannies.
So in diffusing, he doesn't diffuse.
Right,
He
it's-
undiffuses.
It's like, yeah, we contain the fire in the ship's hull,
have
where all
more,
the
like,
babies
it
are.
was even money.
But they will absorb the heat. The children will absorb the heat. Not to worry, adults. You'll be okay.
Okay, yeah. Good for
Premium
Colin.
under the gun with Queen Jack off. Some people will play this, some people won't.
Yeah, of course.
Premium will play it. Was that a limp?
No, I made it
Okay.
80.
Were you there for that? Yeah. Oh, dude, we were drinking in the stands at Cleveland.
And he will make it 80, and he will win $35.
Hey, you know, if you could do that every time.
Do you regret the
Every
fact that you
time.
ordered a Spanish coffee?
Yeah, it works
You know what
every
I'm saying?
time.
Every time.
Good.
Every time. It works every time.
Yeah. Be great.
Actually, what is it? It's like 80% of the time it works every
I think
time,
it's
right?
60%. That's the Anchorman quote.
It's from like Panther Sweat or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, you know,
I have been.
probably good.
Yeah.
Meaning probably good you haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's-
Because maybe overrated a bit.
maybe.
Look at this entire.
And when I say maybe, I mean overrated.
It's been a long time.
It's overrated.
I can't speak to it.
You want to see a good Will Ferrell movie?
I would love to.
Go see Semi-Pro.
Semi-Pro, I think, is okay.
That's a good movie.
It's semi-pro.
That's pretty funny.
It's okay.
That's pretty funny.
I think The Other Guys is better than
Oh,
Semi-Pro.
The Other Guys is fabulous.
Yeah.
No booze.
Ross not going to be boss with a 6 in his hand, I'll tell you what.
What's the thing with the animals where Will Ferrell kind of like shouts down Mark
the
Wahlberg?
tuna versus lion.
Yeah, that one.
All-time classic.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I've watched that speech on YouTube videos probably 40 times, well, 30 times I would guess in my life. Like, it's so funny and so good. People have done a lot of different videos around it, like
Yeah.
a lot. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, just type in lion versus tuna. That's probably all you need.
Yeah.
And you'll see a very funny 3-minute clip.
And how many were kicked by?
We're going until 3 a.m.
Now we have a taste of lion.
That's why I'm drinking
Can we
coffee.
get some pizza delivered?
That's why I'm drinking coffee.
Surrounded by tuna in the ocean. That's our environment. You're losing that battle 9 times out of 10. It's really good stuff.
It is. Well, how does he end that thing? He's like, is that the conversation you thought you were going to have? Is that
That's
what you
right.
wanted to
Yeah,
have?
is that what you thought? Is that what you thought was going to happen? I don't think so. And then Marky Mark like throws hot coffee in Will Ferrell's face, and that's the end.
Can you explain to me the concept of correlated parlays?
And Will Ferrell screams in pain.
It's a fun movie.
It is a very good movie. Is it the best Will Ferrell comedy?
I think most people would say no.
Step Brothers, probably.
I like
Step Brothers is better.
I like The Other Guys better than
Dan
Step
showed
Brothers
me
personally.
That
Huh.
string of text messages, and it took me. And I
I like
never
Step Brothers
placed
better,
a
but I
sports bet,
really
and it
like
took me
both of them.
15
Some people are gonna
seconds
say
to
Old
realize
School.
what was,
I
like,
would
how
not.
stupid
Oh my
it was, yes.
Old School is not a real Will Ferrell. Well, I guess it is. I guess it is. Yeah, I know.
He's in it in a big way. I guess
Yeah,
Luke
it's more.
Wilson's-
It's more Luke Wilson, but you're right. And he's still in. I think that's crazy, but a lot of people like that movie. I know.
Oh, you want to hear a bad
The
Old
crowd
School and
goes
Wedding
wild.
Crashers. I thought both those movies were always kind of overrated.
personally.
personally.
Back into my lineup.
Like, I just don't think they're that good compared to all the other funny movies.
You're making
Oh,
a lot of enemies
shit.
out there.
Yeah, that's right.
Because he's been hurt the last
Vince
2
Vaughn, I'm coming after you, buddy.
That guy's pretty tall.
Yeah, he's
weeks. I checked
gonna
it.
get
ripped too now.
He is.
I did it
He was in some movies where he like got into fights,
Huh.
so now he's like tougher. Although he's probably back to being old soft Vaughny.
Yeah, you'll
I
find
could-
out
I
soon.
could punch him.
You'll find out
You
soon.
could he'd take a punch in the face from me.
Had him in. I didn't see it.
That's fine. I would. Anyway, Jeremy has not put out his blind. Looks like he in fact he throws away his hand. He does not realize that he is in the big blind or the bigger blind, third blind.
Oopsie.
Now he's realizing.
Yep, there's the face.
Oh no! What
Oh,
did I do?
dear.
Oh
Oh,
god!
Give him
no.
2 cards out of the muck. He's got a 50
And they're just
chance
putting
of
out the
making a
$20. Wait, they're telling me maybe he doesn't have to.
Oh, they're letting him get off with
These
it.
guys are very nice.
They shouldn't let him get away with
Nope.
that. That's the consequence of using your phone at the table.
Yep.
You can use your phone at the table, but there's consequences.
But in fairness, he was going to do it, right? So that's
Yeah.
most of it.
So
It wasn't
Fair.
These guys all play with each other. As long as they all let each other off the hook, I guess it's fine. Anyway, Caremio.
that's one.
Okay, so we had to raise to 35, right? Because there wasn't a $20
Yeah.
third bet on there. And Caremio's putting in the
I agree
3
with
bet.
Dan, for once.
And Stuart,
Yeah.
we're just more than deep enough to call here. Timmer's flight of fancy has ended
Ah,
with the 10-9
the
off.
flight of fancy, yes.
Well, they called the floor over, and the floor was like.
There's Caremio out of position with the king-queen. And does flop best.
This is a weird spot, though.
Yes, it is.
It was 3 burns.
And the pot got played out, right? But then
He
after
bets, and there's no way Stuart can continue, right?
there was
Betting feels like kind of just the easiest way to play the hand. I get why he does it.
I mean, it's the easiest way. It's probably not the most profitable, but it's definitely the easiest.
Yeah.
Stuart is
Stuart.
wow.
In the
Well, it looks pretty profitable right now.
Holy moly! Well, I mean, I assume Stuart's going to try and take the pot away in the future, right?
It wasn't a big deal.
I guess maybe he's got a sizing tell because Creamy only bet a third of the pot.
There's no way Stuart is
I went back and
calling
checked it.
on
It was
that
good.
flop. I think just to go check on turn and river.
So do you think this is a sizing based thing where Stewart is like,
Maybe.
that's weak you bet 100 into 300. You would bet more if you had a big hand.
I guess.
No,
I don't know why he would think that on an ace queen 7 rainbow board though. So
Maybe he's noticed something about Cremio over the course of the action or previous sessions. Who
Look how
knows?
long he's taking even here. Like he thinks Cremio is weak. He's right. Cremio does not want action here.
But 4s are not good enough to call down because
You can't
Cremio
call.
could be bluffing with 9s or something like
Right.
that.
I mean, or a queen, and he does let it go. But interesting spot.
It's in TDA, and
You just said that they shuffled the 3 burn cards back.
Hey,
and
we're
only the 2
back.
burn
burn
cards.
cards.
So I was like,
We're talking
oh,
Will
well,
Ferrell
that's
movies.
where the fuck up was right there.
Yep, and your favorite kind of mustard. It's a running dual discussion.
Okay.
We've been doing that since the ad started,
with
obviously.
spicy stone ground mustard.
Yeah, that's a travesty.
What?
Of mustard.
What kind do you like?
I like your basic,
listen.
Shitty mustard.
yeah,
PLO.
the bad stuff. I like the bad stuff.
If you're gonna
You know, I think the stone ground stuff is good actually.
Yeah.
But spicy?
on this, the last part of
What
this,
am
it
I?
needs to be the river
It's,
cruise.
Frickin'
it's pretty much all spicy, the stone ground stuff.
Not my stuff. It's not spicy at all. It's
You need
just
to
got
learn.
some
No,
flavor
100%
to it.
that's
Learn
right.
spicy
If
food,
you're
just like
gonna
these
play the
these
hand,
fellas are
only
learning
50%
spicy
of
poker
board
through playing
changes.
PLO.
Yeah, which is
Well,
what we're
spicier.
we're back to some PLO here.
If there's a foul deck, everybody gets their money back.
These guys with a
and
lot
it
less
isn't
experience at PLO than they do have at Hold'em. Stuart has a playable hand. It's
quite-
nice to see him
It's
have a
quite
playable
good.
hand.
It's quite
We
good.
were playing
Yep.
2-5,
Timmer does
and
not.
I just sat down at the table, and I got dealt.
Cremio has
And
almost
then
a playable hand. but
Close. 9-8-7 for sure.
And I won the pot.
I guess it's not.
Barely
He's
playable.
got position. Position maybe even more important in PLO than Hold'em.
If you're gonna have a gap like he has, you'd rather have it on the top than the bottom. So 9-7-6 way better than 7-6-4, for example.
Face up, and then I found out, like,
At least he got the nut
there's
flush draw
people
along with it.
dealers there, and I was like, oh,
Dan Ross coming along with the 10-9-3 deuce.
No,
Oh,
no, that was Jeremy who
called.
called.
Okay, gotcha.
Jeremy with a totally reasonable
Yeah,
hand. to
Jeremy with a
call
good
with.
hand.
into my
Stuart with the king high flush draw and the wheel draw.
just like
No one
into
else
the
has
sky.
Not much
anything.
of anything.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeremy's got
The
jacks,
stack
but
was in a puddle in
I
front of
can't
me.
really see him calling
What?
with just
What's in their
jacks.
pot? So Dan
Yeah,
is
we had-
right on that.
We had 53. We had 53 cards.
And he does let it
Oh, yeah.
go.
They called the floor. They ran the deck
I'm
down.
letting you know.
Still
that
probably thinking about that
anytime
tennis
a lot
match.
needs to be reconstructed,
Yeah.
How often do you think he
if
like
not,
ruminates on
it
the
would
tennis
definitely
match?
be
All the
a
time.
I don't know.
Like
not
And he was like,
happening.
"Dealer, how
multiple
much was
times a
that pot?"
day?
He's like,
And when we say tennis, we know
You're
we're
like,
talking about
where's the
Pong,
beginning
right?
of
He's
this?
playing Pong.
I'm good with that.
like ping pong?
No.
You mean like the video game
Yeah.
pong? Like
Yeah.
yeah,
On like a flip phone.
yeah.
Right?
And he's not playing. He's just playing against
You
like
would
the
attempt to-
computer.
The AI that
Table
came on the
and then-
2003
The mo-
Nokia flip phone.
Into your
The
groin.
novice setting.
Into-
I was down 5-0. It was match point.
Yeah.
There is no. They just like play to 10 though, don't they?
Competition is competition.
Yes, it is. You can't argue that. Competition is competition.
But people,
Yeah, it was
but
the
people
first
don't.
hand that I- it was the
But
first hand that I
but
sat
people
down at
don't.
the
But people
table.
don't know
Like-
that they're not supposed to play out the hand if
Yeah.
they see that the deck is foul. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know to do that.
Also, I was at a casino, and they should have.
If you stop and be like,
They
okay,
should have
I have
tabs
a
on their
king
own
of clubs
cards.
and there's a king of clubs on the flop.
You wanna
wouldn't
play this?
Stop in the middle of the hand.
Some sort of controversy or some such
They're
thing.
just
I might
talking
have,
about
honestly, yeah.
a story where somebody
You get a three-way pre-flop.
was
yes,
playing
you
where
could
they
have
knew
10
that they
because
had
there's a lot of money.
kings in their hand and there was like the same king was on the board,
Ah.
and they played it out rather than
Yeah.
rather than not, and then
Like,
I think he lost the hand but then turned it over and got a refund or
Oh,
something
that's
like
not
that. So
okay. That's it. Whatever. We don't need to weigh
Well,
on that. Who cares?
yeah.
Stacking the chips maybe is kind of weird.
King, Queen,
but,
Jack, 8. Gonna raise it up.
45.
Well,
I think Danny's
I
right
guess
on
he's
fact
on the button
that,
and no one's played yet.
like here.
Well, Timmer limped
apparently-
with
Oh,
8-6-5-3.
oh my bad.
Danny,
Jeremy's gonna call with ace 9-6-6.
3 clubs, which is
Yeah.
too many.
It's a lot of clubs.
You don't want that many.
Yeah.
Right? So why would you tell people that I mean,
Is Stranger Than Fiction count as a
didn't wanna seem
comedy?
like a
People
cheater, I
much
just showed up
beloved
with
that
a
movie.
I would say it's a dramedy. I really like that movie. I'd say it's more dramedy than comedy.
Me and
Uh,
Charlie
King
had, like,
Jack
just
for
gotten off
Dan
the
Ross.
phone.
Yeah,
Like,
top
he was doing a
2.
bowling tournament, and I
No,
was
oh,
like,
hearts for Timmer, but they're bad hearts. So
I won't feel comfortable if he makes
Can
them.
we get a mic for Brittany?
no,
Please.
I don't.
Like,
know if he-
I
I
really-
was-
Directional
he's
mic?
probably just gonna
I
fall
really
to a
think that
bet
would
here,
improve
right?
things.
For sure.
It seems like optimistic to call
Don't talk about him.
with the 6-high flush draw,
Eisenhower.
Who's
and he
left?
does let it go. This is one of the problems. So you play that hand 8, 6, 5, 3. Part of the reason why you play it is because you have 2 hearts.
Yep.
But then you flop your flush draw and you have to fold.
Yep.
Because you need other things. That isn't enough. If you have the nut flush draw there, you can absolutely call, and you don't need anything else. Obviously, you want other things interacting with the board, but that's enough to call once.
If that 3 were a 7, big difference. though.
Sure, sure. But you're just asking for the board to be more cooperative, which is going to happen less of the time. That's all.
I would always like to ask for the board to be more cooperative.
You don't ask. That's the thing. You demand,
Yep.
Yeah.
and that's why you're so good at poker.
That's
It works.
bad.
Yeah, you're like now.
Yeah.
Red.
And I say it the way I
That's
mean
bad.
it, which is very serious.
Yeah, red.
Or got it.
That's how you say
Yeah.
it.
Hell
You just
no.
call for
Like,
colors.
that
Yeah.
is terrible.
I mean, it's you don't want to be too specific.
But like Atlantic City is a shithole.
It may not happen if you're too specific.
The world's tallest midget.
Rainbow King Queen Jack 7 for Timmer.
But the Bellagio is a piece of shit.
Under the gun, you could probably just fold.
Oh,
It's
he
like
should
how
definitely
Yakima
fold.
has the Palm
That
Springs
7 is
water.
not doing anything. But he's gonna play. He's gonna raise it even. I would really worry about hands that don't fold against you. But
I like the ball.
you know,
Yeah,
are you gonna do?
I'm overstating it for sure.
It's only gonna go downhill from here.
Well, nobody's got anything so far.
no. Danny lets it go.
Well, Stuart's got
Stuart
something.
Stuart actually has a hand, as it turns out.
Single suited aces with wheel.
Pot.
Much better hand in high-low, but, you know, still pretty good.
Yeah. Expect Stuart to punish Timmer, and there it is.
Timmer has position.
His hand just isn't very good.
Dan just wants to roll it.
Probably shouldn't have played it in the beginning, and now costs even more. He does have position. He's getting 2-1, but lets it go.
Ooh, spicy.
What was it?
Dan,
Ace 5-4.
Single suited.
but in this situation, that what happened at Borgata happens to Danny, where
Yeah.
he now dude turns set of aces, and then they roll their hands over, and it's a foul deck, and then Danny just gets stacked. That's not fair. So why wouldn't he play the hand out, take the money, and then be like, "Hey, the deck's foul"? Because he's
That's our dealer,
protecting
Brittany.
himself.
Laying down the law, telling him how it is.
Yep. Don't mess with Brittany. Everyone knows that.
Because
She does kind of have that don't mess with me.
Yeah, she will punch you.
Yeah.
No.
But really, she devastates you with a look.
thank you.
Yep.
Just like a disappointed, kind of angry look. And you're like, inside, you're nothing.
She deals the World Series of Poker many years, and the last couple times that I've been there and she's been there, you know, the very crowded Rio hallway. If she sees me, she'll just put her arm in the air for a high five, and we won't say a word, and we'll just high five and keep walking. That's the type of shit I like. That's good stuff.
Okay, that was one direction.
So you don't have to talk because you don't like talking to people?
No,
or-
because it's not, you know, you're on break. Everybody knows the dealer's
Yeah.
busy. I'm busy.
Right.
Keep going. You don't have to talk about hand histories.
I don't particularly.
You
Move
definitely-
along.
You definitely don't
I didn't say so.
ever have to talk about hand
Yeah.
issues when you're in the Rio,
I
or
didn't
I
say
guess
anything after that.
soon to be
She
like
went-
Planet Hollywood.
And not
or
to
whatever.
besmirch the people watching,
but
but the fans do love to talk to us about hand histories at the Rio when we're there, and so are they.
Yeah.
Which is fine. We like to hear from you.
Yeah.
Sucked
We'd rather have you
but
talk
she
to us than
went
not.
to,
I mean,
Usually.
to an extent.
I'm so confused on exactly what happened there. You don't have
No one will recognize us anymore. Anyway, we're not really on camera anymore.
That's true. They've forgotten all about us.
They have to hear us.
And shut up with.
They won't hear you, but they'll hear me.
Yeah, you scream the entire break.
Scream, not on break.
You see the guy who was behind the.
It's not words. It's just a constant the scream of terror.
This is what happened.
I know
Yeah.
exactly what happened on that one. That one was hilarious.
Jeremy really trying to talk himself into this bad hand and lets it go.
okay.
Seat 2 is not at the table. They
Stewie
get
younger.
to
He's not getting any younger. Oh, we did
to
it.
the river.
Because he's old.
The pot's
And here's Caremio with pocket
Is
aces
it a
now.
hold'em
And
hand or something, or?
there's a raise.
Okay.
To pot,
They-
basically. And it looks like that's it. It's over.
LA
And so is the episode. You fools, you thought there was more. We got you.
You did great, Grant.
Got him.
Tricking them.
Got him again. The trickster wins again. Until next week, where there's more poker time.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
That's me. Ha!